we lost two outstanding professionals of the highest quality. And I cannot fathom why anyone would commit such a heinous act. This kind of senseless violence is unheard of here, as the sheriff had mentioned. This is not who we are as a community. And when you hear how others portray the people who live here on the news, it's not true. What happened here decades ago is not reflective of the fine people who live here today. And I want everyone to know that this is a wonderful place to live, to raise your family, and visit. It is a place that is comprised of caring and considerate people who look out for each other. And we, this community, will look out for those who are grieving from this tragic loss of their loved ones today. And I ask that the people watching allow time for this community to heal from this unbelievable loss. And that I also want to thank the fact that, the resources are here and that they've been made available at the state level to support our local law enforcement and even at the federal level. It was an outstanding response, and Sheriff Norris and his office deserve all the credit for that. So thank you.
You look like you have one more question. All right.
You said Washington and Idaho, of course, responded, but I thought I saw mutual aid license plates from Montana. Can you comment at all about if Montana delivered any mutual aid?
I believe Montana was on scene also, yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
So one more, just real quick, are there any evacuations planned for the fire?
At this time, no. But I encourage you, if you haven't signed up for Kootenai Alerts, to make sure that we sign up for Kootenai Alerts. And that is the best way. We did send out an alert for people to shelter in place at this time if you're in that impacted area. So Kootenai Alerts is a great way to stay informed. Okay, thank you.
So we learned nothing. Nothing we know of at this moment. So all we're waiting on is to hear some more from them. And so there we go. That's what we're at. Don't know who he was. Don't know anything about the guy. All we know is that he shot at him. Canada rescinds digital service tax to advance broader trade. Negotiates with the United States. Canada's new government is engaged in complex negotiations on a new economic and security partner with the United States, focused on getting the best deal for Canada workers and business. Prime Minister Carney has been clear that Canada will take as long as necessary, but no longer to achieve that goal. To support those negotiations, the Minister of Finance and National Revenue, again, Canada doesn't have anything we can't get from anywhere else. They like to think that they do, but they don't. Thank you very much for the $5 use. Appreciate it. Dim soap
Rusty
people.
Shackelford has just tipped $5. Snow Mexicans BTFO.
Dim, how do you say silly bastards up there? Is that a guy in the toilet? What the hell am I watching? Just sent me some guy pooping. Why would you do that? Why are you sending me pictures of people on the can? Why do you do this? Are you one of them perverts? Who's sex pervert to you? Probably gonna accidentally turn poor Tio into a serial killer over time. It's like, say it one more time. I'll end you. A lot of the ICE protests have just turned into probably people selling corn on the corner. I don't know. Oh, if he sends me selfies with him on the can, he knows what he's going to get, and that's a beating. So no, that's not happening. He knows I will take time to fly out there and beat him if I saw that. Yes, Canada still doesn't have the Stanley Cup or rights. That's correct. Them poor people over there in, you know, in the north. If you guys haven't already went over there and gave Yuffie a subscribe, I'd very much appreciate it. She's 4 people away from hitting 700 subscribers. She got the little channel that keeps on trucking. So if y'all want to go over there and give her a subscribe, I appreciate it. Yeah, says he's trying to find stuff, and please don't beat me. Why, Tio, you don't like them snow Mexicans? InfoWars gonna be wild. Oh, Jesus Christ! The amount of speculation coming out tomorrow is gonna be off the chain, and I don't know if it's gonna be in a good way either. Here's what's going on. A bunch of communists came in on helicopters and dropped down and started shooting at people over there in Idaho. It was terrible. It was absolutely disgusting.
Rusty Shackelford has just tipped $2. InfoWars is gonna be wild tomorrow.
What happened yesterday was people didn't have their male fatality and went a little crazy. Why is it okay to watch people eat but not poo? Bobo, what? Bro. Please don't make me have to answer that. There's a lot of things I will field questions on. I just turn the show off and walk away. I just give up. Oh. I'm at a loss of words what the hell to do with this now. I muted what I really wanted to say. No. Now she's got 3 away. There you go. Go subscribe up to Yuffie. 3 more people and she'll have it for some. That's a painful question to have to explain, yes. I feel like if I have to explain that, your parents did a terrible job. Just
fighter, you can shoot at anyone.
AJ impression was, thank you.
I'm just surprised that this information that they gave us was not info. You got the link to that? Let's pull it up. Typically, guys, I don't do conspiracy theory shit. I don't. And I'm not saying this is, but that presser wasn't a lot of information. Again, I mean that with respect. That's all I'm saying. Fearless, thank you so much. Smiley, can you send me that information, please? He was out. Listen, I agree with Brown Sugar. He was all over the place. He jumped ahead. He went back. He didn't. He was. Sorry, that part. Yeah, he was all over the place. He was all over the place. If it was someone that is not American or illegal in any form, they don't want the right base. You think so? I mean, listen, man, this is tough, Ivan. I wouldn't even, after that, I wouldn't even know where to start. I wouldn't even know where to start. I wouldn't know.
This is the sound of my people. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you smoke the fish? How dare you? How dare you? I piss on you. I piss on you. Is that better? Is that better? There you go. Turned it all down for you. Makes it a little easier on the ears. So what did we learn from the shooting? PSYOPs? I mean, it could just be a crazy. that is a thing. Having crazy people do stupid things is.
You know, for mature audiences, we communicate, we talk, we think over critically thinking, true crime, breaking live coverage. More serious here, but second YouTube channel, yeah, we get busy over there. It's fun as F. When I mean fun, it's fun. I might come back live here in Novacity to cover this standoff. A woman barricaded herself of some sort. I don't know what's happening right now. Something is going down. If you're gonna miss, you might miss this podcast if you're not subscribed. You're so welcome, Midnight Angel. I appreciate you too. What is my second YouTube channel? Let me get the link for you right now, and I'm gonna pin it in the comments for you guys to watch. Okay. Again, it's.
A little burning sensation. Other than that, we good.
Show me back on CFS 993. On 525. Music 3100 Wilford Court. Code 63, ECC, you can complete those ambulance only. Copy. Jonathan? Code 2 medical aid. East on 58, 5 miles east of room. Difficulty breathing.
Damn, what? All those cops aren't helping? That's messed up. Yeah, there were some strong ladies right there. Alright, we need to go to another call route. Nope, it was a hit and run. You guys want to see another accident? Bam! What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? I don't know. Si, señor.
Helicopter 409, ECC position update. 409, numbers allowed, seatbelts normal. 2211. Control, my game is prior to the BFS 413 physical. That's fine.
We got dads on the scene.
Yeah, there is really no update. Everything is, we got the body and we're chilling. That's it. It's the voodoo lady, Drinky. Or Jared, whoever said that.
Listen to the unique guys. Remember, she's got the power. You don't listen to her, you're gonna get in trouble. You're happy, remember. So listen to unique.
Panama Lane. Criminal advice.
She probably has lots of amoebas on her. He's probably covered in little creatures. Just like you are, humans. So apparently streamers are now thinking it's a good idea to go into each other's houses and lighting off fireworks. One of them caused a fire that burnt down a $1.3 million home. As a prank, bro. Now the city is suing him. Apparently they didn't know it's not okay to burn down people's homes. You're still up. Well, you know what to do, Marge. You got to get up to get down.
And righteously so, the world
They got people out in the ice building.
I don't see my chat. Is everybody chatting? We're still out shorts on YouTube, but you should be able to chat here. This is our friend Water. She's Aztec. None of the news. What are they saying? What's the song about?
Forever, let's work with you.
Okay.
They are with you
Forever.
Now, don't say MILFs and GILFs. You're going to make Tio jealous.
Okay.
That's what he goes after.
I like it. I like it. It's a good song. I like the words too. Right?
Minneapolis, 3-vehicle crash on I-94 near Hurton with one vehicle engulfed in flames as of 1 minute ago. $15 to deliver $200 mark, folks. I believe we can do it. Feel like each of you buying me a beer.
Spirit of a blessing. It's kind of a Catholic Aztec tradition. The original Aztecs did not have the Catholic traditions, but when, different Spain, I don't know who it was it was Spain that brought the Catholic faith and kind of mixed it in with the Aztec.
Yeah, they just brought the faith there. The Spanish didn't go around and rape the living crap out of all those people.
Let's see if we see anybody in there. She says she's asking. Let me ask her. I'll ask her in a second. I'm not an expert on the difference. Yes.
If you told me that was AI generated, I'd believe you.
What's the difference between Mayan and Aztec? What's the difference between Mayan and Aztec?
They're two different tribes, you idiot.
Almost the same? Okay.
Like we believe first, all the Mayas, before the Aztecs,
Okay.
was the Teotihuacan, the pyramids in Teotihuacan in Mexico City,
Okay.
pyramids, like 1,000 years before Mayas and Aztecs.
Oh, wow. Okay, before both of them.
Yes, so
Okay.
it's like
Good night, Big Tom Ma.
was Teotihuacan
I'm trying to get that
first,
last $15. That might help there early, maybe.
Okay.
after the Teotihuacan maybe 1,000.
I don't know. I'm trying to stay till midnight, but seems everything's kind of dying off.
And after Toltecas, another civilization.
I want to stay later. Rather stay till midnight. Gotta cut labor to save money, you know.
Okay.
So, like we believe maybe the Teotihuacan they travel to the south.
Okay.
And the same culture we have in Teotihuacan, they go the Mayas, to the Mayas.
Okay.
So, and the Aztecs, they get all the culture from Toltecas, Teotihuacan, so it's almost the same, because we have the same gods, the same calendar.
Okay.
They speak Nahuatl, we speak Nahuatl, but they speak Maya, we speak Nahuatl, but it's almost the same.
Okay.
The language is almost the same.
Okay.
So it's very similar, just in different location.
Okay.
Maya's in the south and Aztecs in the center of Mexico.
Okay.
So it's very interesting.
Right. Yeah, someone was asking. They were thinking Mayan.
It's almost the same.
Okay.
I told you.
Thank you.
I think she's ridiculous, is why I think she is. A silly goose.
In the YouTube, there is a lot of search just with Mayas, and you will read a lot of documentaries and also from Aztecs and other cultures from Mexico.
It's the warlord. When I fell through, it's crazy like what they tell you. They ain't going alone. Like I'm alone.
I don't know what kind of vehicle that is. I mean, they may be state vehicles, but I don't know.
It's a giant piece of shit.
Autistic folks remember faces well. What about Asperger's? We played this last night. Somebody, was it you, Marco? No, it wasn't you. It was, oh, I remember. I remember, but I don't remember.
I remember.
I'm a swimmer. I was free once. Now I'm clinical. You so technical. This is Mexico.
So we do have SoCal shorts on a stabilizer, so the feed is better on SoCal shorts.
I'm a
Most of these transport vehicles have someone with them. They could even be a family in there. They've arrested kids and women.
He's put on fair. It ain't even fair at the state fair. Give a young nigga gray hair. That's why I'm here. Yeah, stay there. You better stay there. Close your fucking eyes like it's fake hair. Make myself clear that shit spit. I'm entertaining even fake hair. So desperate is what I'm left with. For the record, you affected. Who you elected? It's so septic. So full of shit. I can't accept it. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president.
This music is terrible.
Anonymous podcast show. Do you have a podcast? Just this stream or all of my streams? See how much you hate me. Just kidding. I don't know if you hate me.
Let's meet at the White House. Run it and turn the lights out. They treat it like a trap house.
This music makes the baby Jesus cry.
They just shout and shout. Nigga, take your drugs and pass out. Niggas love to throw that fast rap. I see you when your black ass get out. Homie, you play too much. Why these devils?
So this song is talking about arresting Donald Trump, but then also talking about how he's getting prostitutes.
That's why I roll with the real ones. Real ones trying to reach millions. Real ones trying to make billions. Real ones dressed like civilians. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got to end it. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got to end it.
This guy's openly saying he gives in the prostitution, but he wants to arrest the president. What a nice guy.
You don't post for photos. If you're here, you'll be giving.
Sounds like a real winner. It's a shame his kids don't talk to him anymore. Here's Minneapolis, the car on fire. I mean, Live on Patrol might be there. Hi, I'm Mike Lindell. If it wasn't for smoking crack, I wouldn't be here. I'm Mike Lindell, and before I was arrested by the police, I used to inject crack right into my testicles. Du hast mich geflogen. Verließ die Saar.
Hubo informaciones donde lamentablemente pues se fue herida aquí. Ya está, ya anda Darrón de ese lado. Anda. Este güey no se junta, también anda bien.
Oh no, they got the Buddha! That little beach over there! Oh, that's the guy! That's a streamer down there! Oh, that's another... Oh, Jesus!
La neta, es una persona que hace su jale todas las noches y siempre anda solito él. Él siempre anda solito en las noches aquí en el centro de Los Ángeles. Esta es la persona que me inspiró.
Oh, I know who that dude is.
Esta persona en él puse mis ojos y pues me gustó su contenido de él. Por eso es que me aventé a hacer este tipo de contenido porque no había nadie en habla en español. No había nadie en español que hiciera ese tipo de contenido que el Darrón hace. Él ya tiene tiempo haciéndolo. Yo cuando lo vi por primera vez me dije, no hay nadie en español. Digo, voy a ser la primera persona en hacer este tipo de contenido y lo hice y miren, ya llevo más como 1 año y 3 meses o más, o 1 año 4 meses que empecé a hacer este tipo de contenido, pero ahora sí que el maestro fue el Darrón. La May y Washington, esa vez que lo vi por primera vez y empecé a hacer en vivo, me mandó un chingo de seguidores, el Darrón esa vez y hasta hoy me respeta, y lo respeto, es una gran persona, no con todos, de una vez les voy a decir, no con todos se lleva, esa persona es algo especial, es algo que, ¿cómo les voy a decir? No a todos les habla, no sé, yo le caí bien y hasta me bautizó con el nombre de Mexican Darrón, él me bautizó, dice, tú eres el Mexican Darrón, hasta hoy así me conoce toda su audiencia de él, toda su audiencia de Darrón me conoce como el Mexican Darrón. Digo, no, pues qué chido que me comparen con una gente de ese tamaño. Esa es una persona, les digo, ya va llegando al 1,000,000 de seguidores.
He says his butthole stings like a fish taco.
Dice Richard, dice, haz tu página. Dice Darrón.
Oh, and I BTO to it. That's $5.
Un mal agradecido del Darrón. No, nunca ha dicho eso.
You know what you call that, too? Extortion.
De eso y nunca lee malos comentarios de mí. Él es una persona chingoncísima, el Darrón. Él nunca habla mal de mí, nomás para que te quedes con el ojo cuadrado, con el ojo chueco. Él nunca habla mal de mí, así como te lo digo. Él nunca va a hablar y siempre los he encontrado y me ha saludado y nos hemos saludado. Él no habla de otras personas, él se dedica a lo que es. Dice, ¿qué pasó? Dice Darrón que es su versión mexicana, sí. Él dice que soy su versión mexicana, eso sí lo ha dicho.
A shelter, they were running inside. Our paramedics, they were running outside to try and save lives. And it's important to note that Magen David Adom is a non-governmental organization. Yes, indeed, we get small portion of our budget from our government, around 15%, but another portion is the fees. But the most important part is how we can equip ourselves with state-of-the-art equipment, advanced technologies that are enabling us to be deployed everywhere and save lives within minutes, maybe seconds, is mostly thanks to our friends and supporters. And our main friends and supporters, they live in the United States of America. So it's not only about this building, it's about the armored ambulances, it's about all the means that you saw downstairs. And we are so grateful to each and every one of them. And the fact that you are about not just to visit us here, but also to donate from your blood to saving other people's lives here in Israel, I think it says everything. It symbolizes the true friendship, brotherhood between our great nations, between you as one of our staunch great supporters ever. And so I just can say thank you from the bottom of my heart to you, to Janet, to the American people, to the President of the United States, to President Trump. God bless America. God bless Israel. Thank you, Ambassador.
I'm very proud of the Americans who have made significant contributions to this incredible facility. I'm grateful that in doing so, they've not only protected Israelis, but they've protected the 700,000 Americans who live in Israel. Most people have no idea that there are that many Americans living here. Most of our own members of Congress have no idea. And I explained to several of them that that is a full congressional district back home. There are more Americans living in Israel than Americans living in any other country other than Mexico. More Americans live in Israel than live in Canada, the UK, France, Spain, Italy. So protecting lives here very likely is protecting American lives. And so it is fitting that many American donors have contributed dramatically to what is a state-of-the-art facility, the pride of medical technology, and really the centerpiece of seeking ways to save people's lives by getting the care to them faster than has ever been imagined. The common denominator that I've seen here today is not the language. Some people speak Arabic, some speak Hebrew, a few of us speak English, not even very well, but that's all we got. And it's not ethnicity. There are people who are Israeli, there are people who are Arabic, there are people who are more European. It's not that. It's not religion. Because among the many, many volunteers and the people who serve with this organization, some are Jewish, some are Muslim, some are Christian, some are Druze. It runs the full gamut. That's not the common denominator. There is one common denominator among all the people that make this an extraordinary, life-saving organization. And that is that everyone who is a part of it has one goal: not to advance a religion, a language, a nationality, for that matter, even a country, but to save lives. And they save lives regardless of whose life is being saved. So it wouldn't matter if it was me, an American. It wouldn't matter if it was Palestinian or an Israeli or a tourist. That's what makes this organization something to be very grateful for. We hear a lot about miracles, and this place is, I would say, the originator of a lot of miracles. I don't mean that in a way that sounds disrespectful. Let me quickly tell you, there's a favorite story of mine. An Israeli bought a farm down in the Negev, and it was rough land. There was nothing there but rocks and dirt, and it was pretty barren. But he worked it. He worked it hard. For 5 years, he worked it. And after a long period of time of developing drip irrigation and tilling that land. It was producing fruits and vegetables, and it was beautiful. One day his rabbi came down to see him, and he said, "Oh, my son, what you and God have done with this place." With that, the farmer wiped the sweat off his brow and said, "Yeah, Rabbi, you should have seen it when God had it all by himself." And that story reminds me that miracles happen. God is involved, but he uses the hands and the feet and the minds and the hearts of the people, like those who work here and those who serve all over the country. And the miracles are no less divine, but they are also no less the extraordinary sacrifice and service of the people who live here and who help their fellow citizens to live life and to live it better. And to all of you, I say thank you. Now I'm about to give some blood, as is my wife. Some lucky Israeli is going to have my blood someday, and I'm sure they will be the better for it. If we find out that they got it and it made them sick, I don't want to hear about it. I just want to hear how you continue to use this extraordinary, amazing, state-of-the-art technology to save the lives of people that wouldn't be with us otherwise. Thank you very, very much. All right.
Just one second.
Yes, I do want to say that to be here with, again, DeVita Dome is a great privilege for me to see these facilities, to see the men and women who work here, who serve here, who sacrifice here. And I hope that the people back in America, many of whom have been very generous to, again, DeVita Dome, will continue to be so, because they can know that their contributions are making an incredible difference in the lives of people who wouldn't be with us without those contributions and sacrifices.
That's my favorite part.
Now,
I'm not very religious anymore, but it's making me religious. Right?
Hennessy, come over.
He doesn't do well. He's allergic to that.
Oh, the smell? Okay. The sage.
Now, in our tradition, we make that prayer, like, you want to hold it? And just to stay away a little bit this side because he's allergic to it. You want to say a prayer or you want to say some words or whatever, or you don't
Puerto King, it will. Contrary to this, but my brother was a LAPD, my brother-in-law was a sheriff. I have a uncle that was a lifetime service in the military. So I appreciate, and I worked for probation before. But I'm here because I support them and their job they're doing. They're following orders from higher above, but I don't agree with the person that's higher above. So I don't think those commands are constitutional. And as a matter of fact, they're unconstitutional. That's why I'm here. And for those that are being deported, it's a hard decision. And it's the people up there, and those that I've had family. We were caught bringing my uncle over in the 60s, and the punishment wasn't as severe as it is now. And we were let off for his misdemeanors at that time. But we did eventually bring my uncle over, and he did become a citizen. All right. He worked and he improved a lot of things, whatever he did for his lifetime. And I just thank the servicemen, but I also thank the workers that are here, you that are coming out and protesting those things that you believe are wrong, that I believe are wrong. And I don't know what the outcome is, but I believe that I believe we're in the right. I'm not saying that they're all wrong and we're all right, but I agree that somehow it's going to turn out. Right now it doesn't look like it, but I agree that it's going to turn out right. And that might not be agreeable with everybody here, but that's what I believe in. That's my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Now him, you want to hold it? You want to say something? You want to pray?
I appreciate your contributing your culture and knowledge and things to us, Los Angeles. I feel like it's a lot of diverse, a lot of different peoples come from Los Angeles, and my family, even my parents are different than each other, so it's kind of like a melting pot, I guess you could say. So I appreciate everyone coming. I feel like my sense of the larger reality is that I feel like there are a lot of denial, a lot of problems in the country, environment and political and other things, and I feel like a lot of the tendency maybe in Americans to not accept or face what is coming our way, our problems. I feel like this, like he was saying, I don't agree with the way things are being done. I feel like they're denying, they're not facing the issues that are coming, they just kind of blame it on someone else. So I feel like that's wrong.
Guys, you don't have to go in the street.
Big concerts. They have the right to party. It's the right.
Yes, I do
they
party.
Get on the right to party.
I do party all the time.
The Beastie Boys.
No time now for party. This is why we do party here, right?
Right.
Back to the circle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I just feel like basically that denial is never good. Just you have to face what's going on with a lot of things, and I don't think the government is doing that. So I feel like people should come out and protest. I feel like that's going to happen in the street. So that's my point of view. I'm trying to participate.
Be careful. Hello.
Now good.
Okay, you want to say something or
Yes.
pray?
I'm going to have a prayer from the traditions, from the Mayan and the Aztec and the Catholic, and in the name of the Virgin of Guadalupe, that all the people that shouldn't be here go home, to their homes, to their families, to where they brought them from,
We don't want ICE in LA. We don't want random people being picked up on the street because of politics. And it's wrong to separate people for politics. We pray also for all the people in war zones. We pray that we can find ways to strive for peace. We don't like death. We don't like destruction. We don't like the things of this world. And we thank you for Water, for her bringing us this message. Amen.
You can say Ometeo.
Ometeo.
Ometeo is in Nahuatl, the language we speak before the Spaniards, the people from Mexico, some people from Mexico, some tribes of the Aztecs. Ometeo means he is God.
He is God.
He is God.
Ometeo?
Ometeo, oh God.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Loki, great trickster, hero of my father's forefathers. Eden serpent, great trickster, hero of my mother's foremothers. You have always, when humanity was in need, facing oppression, you have always come forth to inspire them to gain greater knowledge so that they might fight off this oppression. Now,
This is just stupid. Like, you haven't done anything, you failed, get effed. A middle school teacher in North Carolina arrested as part of a drug trafficking bust. Around 2,500 grams of fentanyl was seized. She's being held on a $3 million bond. Middle school teacher selling meth. No big surprise there. Illegals are now handing out t-shirts that say "Make America Mexico Again," showing the purchase of California. That wouldn't end the way I think they think it's going to end. I think when they start going in there and saying we're taking this land and then they get shot would have been the end of it. And again, there's a lot of other races that probably would not be okay with that. Just saying. I don't think the Asians here, the black folk, the Middle Easterns, or anybody else, really want that to happen, right? Just they probably have their own agendas. Transgender suspect in Missouri Tesla bombing may spend 30 years in prison. Looks like they keep finding all these people. Saying. On and out there. Looks like weird stuff's happening. People are claiming Janis Joplin's still alive for some bizarre reason. Pretty sure she's dead. Some weird conspiracy theory shit. We didn't steal shit. No American stole anything. Mexico, again, the same thing. Like, they got conquered. It's the end of it. Everything was conquered and taken. That's it. They marked Paseo in Idaho? You mean, did they kill the dude that was in Idaho that was shooting at him? Yeah, he's dead. He's been dead. Yeah, again, America didn't steal shit. Long before we were ever a country. All right, what else is going on? Salt Lake City arrested Fidel Portendo Martinez, a criminal alien from Cuba. He has a conviction for unlawful possession of dangerous weapons. Oh, well, there's another one. Really weird to keep finding those people and getting them arrested, huh? Strange. Strange indeed. Doing, cat. Okay. All right. What else is going on today? What else can I talk about before I got to go? The way you look at it, you got a nice reservation. Mama Donnie says white neighborhoods should pay higher property taxes. The price is white. Well, okay. You're never going to get elected, but all right. That's nice. I'm just trying to cover some last minute news. All right. They actually get pissed if you call a Mexican a Spaniard. I once had a guy I worked with who was dumber than a box of rocks. And when I say this, I know someone's going to say, that's not his real name. His name was Pedro, and Pedro did not know where Spain was. I asked him where Spain was, and he pointed to Mexico. I was like, you're a dumb son of a bitch. He's like, I'm no dumb son of a bitch. I'm like, you speak English perfectly fine. All the Mexicans in there stopped and looked at me like, oh shit, he outdid us. What should we do? I'm like, you all speak English. I was like, you all speak English fine. And they're like, oh shit, what do we do now? And then I was like, so let me get this straight. The entire year and a half I worked around a bunch of you as your supervisor, you all act like you didn't understand the goddamn word I was saying. And they're like, don't tell the boss to get fired. I was like, oh yeah, I bet your silly ass would. And they, so after that, we got along all really well. Because I would tell them to do shit in English, and I'd send them acting like they didn't know what the hell I was saying. They wouldn't did their job properly. Dickheads. But I couldn't believe that. So whenever anybody I've ever worked with, ever, who is Hispanic tries to pull that shit, I'm like, I know you speak English fine. Oh, it's gonna drop it really quickly. Like, oh shit, someone told them the secret. Damn it. I don't know if that's a secret, Mike. I think I already knew that. That's like Asians, Mike. A lot of Asians don't like each other. I was learning about the, I was reading about the, what the hell was that? It was the massacre of the Kanto massacre, where the Japanese rounded up a bunch of Koreans and slaughtered them. And that wasn't that long ago. That's pretty bad. So I mean, Asians don't necessarily like each other either. Yeah, no, I believe it, Mike. A lot of them don't. Japanese, so Chinese and Koreans don't like the Japanese. The Japanese aren't really big fans of the Chinese, Koreans, or Filipino or Taiwanese. The Taiwanese, I think, hate them all except for the Filipinos. Like, there's probably a chart someone has. What goes where? Like, and mainly, like, a lot of it has to do with like border wars and Japan rounding them up and slaughtering them by the millions and doing experiments on them. Japan only likes one other country, and that is America. Like, if you want to immigrate to Japan, it is easier to get a visa if you're an American than any other country. Canadians don't want them. Mexicans don't want them. There is now an ultra nationalist group in Japan now that wants to never let anyone who's black visit their country. That is some racist shit. Because I guess people are going over there making asses out of themselves and like doing dumb shit, and the country's like, yeah, we don't really want you here. Yeah, and it's like, we don't want people here that are going to be destroying our country. Like, they're okay with, even they said, they're like, yeah, if whites even want to come here and buy property, that's fine. And then, like, certain other races are getting a pass if you want to come and impregnate their women so they can have a country reborn and not die. So. So. But I mean, like, I'm going to go visit Japan. I'll have a great time, but I don't want to live there. No guns. Don't speak the language. Apparently everything's cheap. You can go get a house in Japan for pretty damn cheap. I'm just trying to stall out my time now and maybe get $15 more. Oh yeah, Hapas? Yes. Yeah, there's some really good looking ones out there. Yeah, women outnumber men 4-1. And then the but their culture also made it so that people don't want to breed anymore. And that's the other big issue, is that their country is dying. There's not enough people. And because of that, they're like, hey, we need to start having babies. Otherwise, there's not going to be anything left. And then Japan is like one sneeze away from economical collapse. So they very much talked about how, like, what happens if our country collapses? And then the United States says, if your country collapses, the United States would be willing to, take in refugees or support you. And then there was like talks at one time of having it be a territory of the United States, which I'm like, I don't think that's going to go over very well. Very interesting times in that country. At one point a powerhouse, and now just a crap house economically. So. Yeah, when they had a Section 731 where they would you know, literally cut their limbs off and try to sew them to other people. No good. No good whatsoever. Multiple companies that use men to sell their wares that were for women using people that are trans found a decline of their product of almost 45%, saying that they're no longer going to be using models that are transgender because it is a detriment to their company. No shit. Women don't want to go see a big old burly dude wearing their shit. No, that is ICE. That is in LA. That is not in Idaho. That is in. The protests really died down by a lot, actually. Yeah. Again, like I said, you got someone that came in there, yelled and screamed at him, told him what to go do with himself. Right? It doesn't surprise me. I think she's like Asian, actually, but yeah, she's not really a native. She's just an idiot. That's about it. She is, how do we say, a dum-dum. A useless one. An idiot. A dumb bitch. Natively retarded. All right. I'm trying to see if there's anything going on. Otherwise, I am out of here for the night. I'm going to take an early night off. I'm going to take an early night off. Ain't shit happening. So let's see. $15 more in chat if we can. Last round of donations coming in. Last round, I just dropped. The cat knocked a magazine off my desk. Like, you some bitch, you dropped the gun mag on me. I am out of here for the night. I'll be back probably tomorrow. I haven't taken a day off in like 2 months. Well, I'm out of here, everybody. You have a good one. Take it easy. Love you all. The computer's working absolutely fantastical. Absolutely fantastical. Adios. Adios, los amigos. I love you all, senors and senoritas. Muchas gracias, everybody. We need 2 more days of dollary dues to be all the way filled.
I think I am against the militarization of police forces. I think something I don't like too much. I'm a bit of a pacifist now instead of a libertarian. Nancy Green. A free Canadian. We got another Jeff right there.
Oh yeah, he's a Jeff.
My brother's a Jeff too.
Oh, your brother's a Jeff.
I think they're gonna go home or something. You know, go back to Tim Hamilton, right? Because I think they have to stay in the building. I don't think they get to leave when they're here. We don't, unless there's other cars driving by. I don't think so. I think they're stuck in the building when they're here. So they brought a whole bunch, I think, last night. So maybe they're going to rotate out more often. Well, here comes some more. But I would imagine they're going to pull up with some convoy trucks here in the next.
They're going to, maybe. That's what she said. She was saying, I guess she said that they're going to leave.
Last night, here, I'll show you if you want to see the picture. See, last night, they brought all these trucks in.
Oh, they're going to come with them. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see any transportation.
See, last night they had the trucks here.
Oh, they're going to get trucks.
But it was late last night.
It's like zoning a leave for that. They're just one thing and the other began.
Right? So they're bringing a whole bunch more out here. We are SoCal Shorts on YouTube. If you want to see a little more stabilized view, we have a stabilizer over here. Unfortunately for that, I don't know if you want to hand that.
It's like here. It's like 100 pounds.
Right? I don't know how heavy they are, but I wouldn't want to carry one.
Is all of this for us? I mean, what's going on here?
What?
Is all of this for us?
Yeah. Play a good a protest song now. Give a good song to listen
Do we
to.
still have the radio out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did we put it away? Maybe we put it away. Marvin, right? Can you imagine what like 10,000 troops looks like? Can you imagine what that looks like to go into a country, you know? Right?
I mean, do they think we're getting ready to like try to storm the place? I mean, what
Yeah.
they're going to put him on a truck and ship him to
They're worried about Thor coming.
Yeah.
You summoned Thor, and they all came out. Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening very
last time it
carefully.
was Thor.
This one it was Loki.
That was an interesting incantation.
Will I Am is coming.
No, they were here. They're
trickster guys.
Oh, they're on tour. Okay.
I took an African art.
I thought he was coming to see the Marines.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going back in now. Maybe they just had to march and go back in.
165.
Silas, look at this one. I got 2,600.
169, 160. Oh, that's
I think
that's not. That can't be. That must be like overall views or something.
I don't know how this thing works.
Maybe, I don't know. Is that a different platform?
Yeah, it's called the Citizen app.
Oh, okay. That would be crazy. That would be a crazy one. They're fascinated by the machine of governments.
Maybe they just have to come outside, make sure they see the outside of the building or something. Maybe it's like
what does the chat say?
They say amazing work, Loki.
Oh, they're saying that.
Because I told them that the reason they came out here was because our friend over here said something about the guy to get Loki.
So they were here last night?
Yeah, they brought in a whole convoy. I didn't see the whole thing, but
We were all lined up?
well, there's 10 trucks lined up, and I don't know if all 10 were full and they emptied them, I assume, and then they filled 5 up. So it wouldn't make any sense to bring them for no reason, so I could kind of assume that all 10 were full. You never know. But then they filled 5 up and 5 left.
Okay.
So maybe,
Okay. Because I think that's what they're waiting for.
yeah, I think so too. But then some went back inside. So
What time was it?
I don't know. Oh, he's like 12:30. He was late. But yeah, we weren't here, so maybe they do the same things.
This is what they do when they're like in Afghanistan.
Can you imagine like 5 or
This
10,000?
is like 100 pounds. This is heavy, man.
Yeah.
All the gear, and then they're like lining up and shit. Downtown LA, full of
Right. Vane Quinel? Welcome in, Vane Quinel. I hope we have 2 channels. SoCal Haunts, a little more tame. We do theme park content over there. I tell some of my people from over there not to watch this channel because it is a little bit rougher on the edges. So what is that, a platoon? That's a platoon leader with those 5 guys? Or gals and guys? Oh, here comes some more out. You guys take a shower?
Oh, I want to play a little bit more. Can I play a little bit more? No, just 5 minutes. No. Okay, just put it right there. Just 5 minutes. Para los marinos. Como una despedida.
Pero buena tanto.
We're in the process of packing up right now. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, we are leaving right now. Right now. Thank you. God bless you.
What did they say? They just asked if we could leave?
Yeah, they're moving in big trucks.
So you're gonna run us off with the big trucks. I don't know what they would say if we said no. Maybe they say, too bad, you gotta go.
The team thing, the no team thing, is
What do you need? Yeah.
You gonna go for tacos?
Huh?
You gonna go for tacos?
Maybe not, because I'm probably not gonna go till after these trucks leave.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I might come back to you then. If you don't leave, I'll wait for that too. I'll be back. I'll have particulars.
Apparently, we have to cross to the other side of the road. And technically, we don't.
Really?
But they tell no. Dude. I don't know what they tell us. We're gonna take the sidewalk.
But I'll come back.
Okay. So I'm talking about.
I'll film you as we get arrested.
Right? Yeah, you're gonna be gone while I'm sitting here waiting for you to come back.
No, I'll come back.
Right?
Yeah.
If you don't see me, you'll know what happened.
No.
Ty's laughing. He's probably laughing because he knows I won't do it. Yeah, I won't. I can film from across the street just as easily. I mean, I would rather film from right here. Be good footage. Seeing them load their trucks and being like 5 feet away, but.
Very good audience.
For you. Ty's been watching. He's in Florida. He's been watching for probably 2 years. I've only been doing YouTube for 2.5 years. But
you guys see anarchy and chaos. I see resilience and beautifulness of life through perseverance of
everyday things. JJ. Deep thoughts from JJ. Order is greater than chaos. I would prefer order. Some order, not too much order. Which is a tricky balance, right? Monarchy / anarchy. my phone is pretty low on battery. If this app ends, I have a lot of battery. I just didn't bring the right charger for this phone. So my other phone.
Man, you got a lot of phones.
I have a big old battery. Right? So you're welcome to jump over here to SoCal Shorts on YouTube. Especially if we die right here in the middle before the trucks come. Want to have fun and energy and enjoy the beauties of life.
You ready then? To walk with us?
I'm gonna stay here.
No. Are you
Oh,
stay here?
no, I'm gonna stay here.
You stay here or you walk? Oh, okay. Okay, see you tomorrow. We're gonna be every day. Very nice. Okay, we're going to eat. If you wanna join us later, I send you a text.
Yeah, send me a text. Okay.
Thank you for being here. Okay.
She does. I try to talk to her today, all day. I try to tell her, just bring your sage and your, I don't know what they call the cup thing, and the cup thing, and leave all the rest in the car, and then you can come with me and go see some of this other stuff. But she didn't listen. She didn't want to. She wanted to bring her stuff. She's very attached to her crosses and her Guadalupe, Virgin Guadalupe. Sure.
From the altar. You want a flower? From the altar.
You got a flower.
Putting a flower into the barrel of our National Guardsman, Scott. So if one of y'all wants to reenact that photo later, there's the flower.
I like it. I like it.
Something like I think they have different ones maybe coming in, changing.
Now step on the flower. Marvin, why would I do that? We want them to put it in their gun, not step on it.
Just for... Yeah, I want to hear on the radio in half an hour. They have a radio show too. So I don't use a lot of electricity. So
I'm all right now, you know. Got to stay with it because I'm going to get and all I got to screwdriver to defend myself against the 100 fucking bullets. I need a body cam like that. Well, it's a proven fact that people have been trying to murder me, so like, I should be able to have some type of protection, like just doing my civil duties, like stopping sex trafficking. Like, my life's never going to be the same because I seen something said something. So like, I need to be able to protect myself. They want me to die more than ever tonight. William Puckett.
He has a channel in YouTube. You want to talk with the people? The people is watching you.
People spend more time worrying about stuff that they shouldn't. Mind your business. Take care of yours. If there's a factor that's coming up over and over, don't make the factor.
They're here. There's a Homeland Security police. You gotta run me over. You coming over here? Okay. I'll go this way. Or maybe he gotta go all the way up the block. Here comes the convoy. Cables. We're gonna find out if they're leaving. I don't see them bringing any in, right? All I see right now is them taking some out. Okay, let's go. 5 seconds across the street. Post-traumatic stress disorder. So did they bring any in, or are they all leaving? Maybe they're leaving. I don't know. I didn't see any new ones come in. Silas Frank. Yeah. Transported. M2VR for the 5th. 4th, yeah. We're gonna be at a lot of protests that day. I wonder what those are. Ammunition or rations. It's not as many as last night. We got 3, 4, 5. See if I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 10 last night. Going to help with the fires? Is there fires?
Rekordom prešao preko mene, ja sam sad ostao između kola. Ajde, za policiju nema šta tražiš. Dole, ajmo dole, ajmo dole. Ajde, nastavi kretanje, da ti kažem. Nastavi kretanje, da ti kažem. Nastavi, ajde nastavi.
I'm not advocating. I'm here in the street. If you want freedom of speech, go to a channel that doesn't have to worry about somebody hitting them from the back of the head. So, if you want freedom of speech, start your own channel where you have to worry about people hitting you. Rekordom prešao preko mene, ja sam sad ostao između kola. Ajde, za policiju nema šta tražiš. Dole, ajmo dole, ajmo dole. Ajde, nastavi kretanje, da ti kažem. Nastavi kretanje, da ti kažem. Nastavi, ajde nastavi. and get clobbered. These gentlemen here in the Homeland Security might come get involved, but they might not. Depending on how much they hate me, they really might not. They might be like, that's that one guy that we don't like. He's sitting here recording us all day long. They might just call LAPD and wait for LAPD to come save me. But give more power to we the people, right? It's funny because the beginning of this stream I got berated by some people for not voting. They're like, because I didn't vote we had a local election in the last 3 weeks. Why I've been protesting here every day, or not protesting, documenting, or being press. I want to be press. I don't know if I'm legally press according to LAPD or not. They have their own press pass, but I don't have it. But I have a press pass that's good in the entire nation, so I don't know. But during the 3 weeks that we've been doing this every day, they had an election in Huntington Beach for, I don't know what it was about. I didn't vote. My mother was quite upset because I couldn't find my ballot. She was gonna vote for me, which she shouldn't do anyway, right? But Metro Rail supervisor. JC. It's funny them being this here right in front of the... They say this only holds like, I don't know, 1,000 people or something. It looks huge. Marvin. Democrats but other candidates were hot enough or had any ting of bitters. But before, good perspective, James. I can appreciate that perspective. Beautiful piece of engineering, right? I always thought this was Twin Towers. I've been driving by this thinking it was Twin Towers the last... Where did you come from?
Right there in front of them.
They told us to move in the middle.
That's why I came over here.
Did they finally tell you to move?
No, I just was walking around over there.
Oh, did you?
I got, right to the middle. I got the feeling I better move.
Yeah, oh, but you walked in from over there? Yeah. They never told me to move, but this Homeland Security truck kind of...
I'm sure.
He just kept looking at me. And I slowly moved back, and then he would move back some more. And
so this happened last time too?
yeah, but there was 10 instead of 7. So tonight we got 6, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't catch the whole thing last
Maybe they're
night.
leaving them.
It looks like I didn't see any get off, but I have a feeling there's this.
You didn't see him get on? You didn't?
I saw some get on. Last night I think they dropped off more than they picked up. Tonight I think they're picking up more.
Oh, maybe they switched.
I mean, but if we see that truck roll out of here with them, then maybe they're all leaving. But as long as that truck's sit over there,
They might stay for the 4th of July.
I think they're... Well, that's what I was thinking last night, was that they were gearing up and actually bringing more for the 4th of July. And to be honest, I mean, maybe we need them for the 4th of July, you know? And maybe not for us people that are against ICE, maybe for somebody else that's planning to do
for us.
for us too. I don't know. I don't know about that. The proper sign. Betty Jean says you hold the proper sign. Due process. So. Appreciate you, man. We'll see you again. Yeah, right? It's crazy. Is that the same guy or is it a different guy?
That's the
Same guy, yeah. That's what I thought. He's watching our live stream. Yeah, Timothy, you gotta not do the caps. I understand you have something you want to share. I'm not sure if I agree with your message. I'm trying to understand it. I don't really fully understand your message, Timothy. But I appreciate you watching. We'll try to let you share a little bit, but you have to be fair with everybody else here. Ty's gonna retype your message. And there's Al with his message. When was the last time you stood in front of like 100 Marines, Al?
My nephew was a Marine.
Okay.
Yeah. So Navy. My brother was Vietnam veteran. My uncle was a lifetime Army.
Thank you, Crypto King. Seriously important. Actually listen and pay attention. Certain info suggests the immigration people are actually here for completely different reasons. What you're being told. That is an interesting message. I will definitely. There's almost guaranteed truth to that. I mean, because you always. In an organization, which government is an organization, business is an organization, churches, religious organizations, nonprofits. You always have people that go along with things for different reasons than what they're saying they're going along with them for. So there's at least some people that have them here for a different reason. I don't know about all of the people or which people, but I'm sure there are some people that would like to see due process done away with. I'm sure there's some people who'd like to see freedom of speech done away with.
Yesterday, no due process.
It's crazy.
You said enemy aliens don't have due process.
Right. And the next thing is. Right. The next thing is anybody that's been convicted of a crime, you no longer have due process because you've already screwed up. And then the next thing is, people below $50,000 a year in income don't get due process.
We're trying to pass a file child birth.
Yeah. Anybody that didn't have both parents that are from the U.S. You don't get due process. Corporations greed. Iowa. I went through a corner of Iowa once, but I didn't.
Even when you do, not be pardoned if you don't know it. You skip that part and you're found guilty.
Right? That's a little scary.
Some people will. Depending on what side you are on.
We try and keep it a little PG rated here, so we don't really talk about sexual content. Sorry about that for the Lutz. But we want as many people to feel comfortable here in the chat as possible, and some people aren't comfortable with that.
The governor and the mayor didn't invite them anyway.
Who's that? Oh yeah, that's the crazy part to me.
The orders of the governor and mayor of
Right.
Los Angeles. This is
Right, and they continue to ask for them to be sent back, right?
Yeah, they did.
Right.
You didn't have to pay $45 million for this situation.
It's a little cheaper.
This one's free.
How do they? You may know that question. So I was talking about this last night. You know, the officers, like the Homeland Security here, a lot of them get a lot of overtime. The Marines, though, they don't get any overtime. But do they get like extra vacation for being active duty? Because like if they're living inside this building, they're working like more than 40 hours a week. They're working like 240 hours a week. You know? Actually, no, let's see. 120, 175 hours a week. So service pay. So they get paid more, right? Or something, or they get more vacation or something.
Be, yeah. But in active deployment, I don't think you can get more.
Right. Yeah, maybe they don't.
Badges? I don't know about money badges.
Maybe they don't. If they're still there. My phone died. So.
I have mine. They're going to call me because I'm going to
call you? Okay. I wonder who sits in the back. One of the platoon leaders. Then you have what, like 6 or 8 in the platoon?
Due process might be a wrong thing, but this is due process for illegally enter the country is deportation. But a humane due process, the way you carry that out, not unhuman, not.
Well, you know what's crazy about it?
Not abuse of due process.
If it's a civil offense, how do they justify tackling people?
And citizens that are taken as collateral, they say.
Right.
So many citizens right now are being affected and then let go because they round them up in herds. And then they decide.
Once they figure it out, they will let them go.
Which ones to let go and which ones to keep.
Here they go. Insanity and greed. Renee. Well, we're definitely going to take them all. Because there's still the same 10 out front here. I would guess they're going to Camp Pendleton, but I have no idea. Are they regular Marines or the National Guard? Or we can't
Those
tell.
are Marines. No,
They're regular Marines.
USMC.
Okay. What do the National Guard's uniform say? National Guard?
They're almost like that.
Okay.
They're a little bit lighter than camouflage, like Desert Storm.
Right.
Yeah. And I think they have National Guard written on. These are all U.S.
Okay.
USMC.
Biggest Marine base in the nation. When I was a high school kid, we used to, one of my best friends, they had a house in San Clemente, which is right next to Camp Pendleton. And we used to play Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. In fact, one of the first places I ever played Magic the Gathering was with a couple of Marines at this, what was the name of the game store? I'm trying to remember. It was kind of a weird name. It was like, It's All That, or like It's Fun or something. It's Games or something along those names. It's been gone for years. But the lady was an interesting lady that ran it, and some of the Marines would just sit there all day long. They'd be there longer than we could get away with being there, just playing games. And the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man cover came out when I was hanging out down there at the game and comic store in San Clemente. But I still remember where it was. Every once in a while I'd drive through the shopping center just to kind of reminisce. But that's my Marine story. It's close as I get to the Marines. Photo taken for Dungeons and Dragons Club in 7th grade. I didn't play football. Me either. I gave up basketball in like the 4th grade. I was a bench warmer the whole season. And we had a perfect season. We won every game. I think I played the mandatory 1 minute in each of them.
I was bullied a lot.
For
Everything.
everything. Yeah, me too.
That's why I pick it now.
If they treated us better, we wouldn't be picketing now.
Yeah.
We'd be arresting people as cops. No, just kidding. No. Oh, he'd be on the other side. I ain't gonna say I would be on the other side. I'm there.
Me too.
Okay. Hit the button. Mocha. Who is beyond, is it bought out and sold? Who goes to time? Or who salutes the longest? Who dies first? Who laughs last?
The new Japanese...
Well, how long has it been closed?
half a year, and it's going to be one more year.
Oh, wow.
The end of 26. They're going to put apartments, stores,
Okay.
new exhibits. They're going to redo the Japanese museum.
Who owns the apartments? The museum does? Or
The
somebody else?
Japanese museum.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
Got
cool.
good funding on it.
Well, it'd be cool if they do like special stuff there, like make it like, you know, multicultural.
Yeah, I'm a member of that.
I used to work with one of the production companies that did the. We used to do concerts right out in front of it, but it's been 20 years. But you going over there? Or you going home?
I'm gonna go over
Okay, I'm gonna follow you. We may have a couple tacos. Okay. Oh my gosh. Is that Ty? I took my glasses off. I'm trying to plug in my phone because my one phone died. And Al is zooming. Thank you for the super chat. I gotta put my glasses on to see it. Ty, thank you, Ty. A couple tacos. The tacos are are really reasonable here. I think they're $2. This is where, if you were listening earlier, this Angel City Brewery, which they're doing like a Scream weekend or a Scream day next weekend, I think. Here your tacos are good. I have had that. I like the place. Come over that way. I don't know if there's parking or not. I almost think we better just go try and park in the street. But it might be a little too late. They have armed guards here. I don't know if that makes you feel better, safer about being here, or less safe about being here. Oh, here. I think we should go out here. That's a good spot. Where did they park? No stopping anytime. Is this a one-way? Yes. I think it's the world's biggest taco stand. I'm going to self-declare it. Self-declared as the world's largest taco stand. This is my parking lot. Yeah, dude, just fine. It's actually open till 4 a.m. I don't know what time they restart for like lunch. But they're open, I should find out. They're open till 4 a.m., I think, 7 days a week. So this is the after the bar, after the club, after hours. Anytime you want it, this is your taco place. Well, if you go to the detention center, you just go straight. So what's the detention center's on Alameda, I think? Isn't that what people are telling me? So it's Alameda and something. Oop. Better bring my wallet. I'm gonna have tacos. Open at 9 a.m. That's plenty. They don't stay open, closed very long. Do you know the name of it, Ty, or you just saw it from the sign the last time I went through? So this is 4th. So it's probably 3rd and it takes up the whole block. So no, I guess the cross street is 4th. And what did I say? Something. I don't know. Serbia accused the protesters of after they beat them all up. Oh, there's our friends. They protested violently. Tacos La 26. There, look at that. It's like a big photo op. What is it? The school trip, or I don't know. My phone died. My other phone.
You want us to go with you inside?
No, you don't have to. Al's in there somewhere, I think. Did Al come over here yet? Al came.
We didn't see him.
He don't wanna go.
No, he came.
We didn't see him.
He came. He's right in front of my car.
Okay.
But maybe he's in here. He's probably in here. You can wait. I'll make it. Yeah, I'll be right back. Wait for me there. I actually like the chicken better than the carne asada. Brisket. I should have them come with me. Then I could order this. Next time I'll order it. Three pollo. Thank you. Three.
That's the one that happened right there. We did a different concert.
So we got rice. We got, what is this, like the custom special orders or something? I'll just get the tacos. We might have lost Al due to the parking, but who knows? They got White Claws. I wonder if they care. You think the armed security cares if you drink in their parking lot? I mean, it definitely looked like White Claw, and it looked like it was not hidden away. Oh, they actually have a bathroom. Maybe Al gave up when the parking lot was full.
You can put your plate here.
So I play here? Okay.
How many people you have it?
We have 166.
Wow.
Water says hello, everybody.
Hi, people. We are eating some tacos. After
We have
this.
You gotta have tacos.
That's what we're fighting for.
For tacos?
Well,
That's the only thing?
For a culture.
For culture, okay.
Mexican culture.
You don't have culture like this anywhere else, right?
No.
This is definitely a unique LA experience.
Yes, it is.
Has anybody seen anything like this particular taco stand anywhere in the world? I haven't.
If there's embargo in the Mexican, no more tacos.
That's right.
No more quesadillas. No more nothing. No more ponchos.
I definitely miss tacos, tamales, cumbia.
Cumbia, salsa. Pancho Villa.
Pancho Villa, what is that?
Emiliano Zapata. Pancho Villa. You know who is Pancho Villa, right? Tell him.
During the Mexican Revolution back in, I guess it was like the 19-teens, basically, like before and during World War I. Pancho Villa was one of the guerrilla leaders who both fought against the Mexican government and also launched a couple of raids into the United States to fight against the U.S. military. I don't remember what happened to him in the end, but he apparently was a pretty effective guerrilla fighter, because at least for a very long time, neither the U.S. Army nor the Mexican Army was able to capture him. And again, I don't remember how his story ended, except that he was pretty successful for quite a while. What did end up happening to him, Water? Do you know what happened to Pancho Villa?
They killed Pancho Villa.
Okay, so they did catch him in the end.
But they killed him, but I don't know who killed him. Trust me, I don't remember them.
I think it was the Mexican Army in the end.
Yeah, maybe the Mexican.
Ty says it's the Robin Hood.
Yeah, it's like a Mexican.
The Mexican Robin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like
But
that.
they were revolutionary. They fight. They get a army, like all the people poor in Mexico. They make an army, like civil war, but we call revolution in Mexico. So all the people get together and fight with the Mexican government, because the Mexican government, the president we have in that time was
Porfirio Diaz, right? Yeah.
he was a dictator like Trump
Right.
or like Hitler.
Okay.
For 50 years. He was in the power
Oh, wow.
for 50 years.
50
right?
years?
Yes.
That's crazy.
So, but in his when he was president of Mexico,